In the quiet glow of a late autumn evening, the city lights twinkled like distant stars against the darkening sky. Elena sat at a small table in a cozy cafe, her hands folded gently in her lap. She was a single mother, 35 years old, with soft brown hair that fell in waves to her shoulders. Life had not been easy for her. Raising her son, Alexei, alone after his father left years ago had taught her strength, but also caution. Tonight, she was on a date, her first in a long time. The man across from her was Dmitry, a millionaire businessman known for his sharp sights and quiet confidence. They had met online, exchanging messages about books and dreams, and now here they were, face to face. The cafe was warm, filled with the soft hum of conversations and the rich aroma of fresh coffee. Elena took a slow breath, feeling the steam from her cup rise like a gentle mist. She glanced at the door every few moments, her heart beating a steady rhythm. Alexei, her 8-year-old son, was with her. He sat quietly at the next table, coloring in a book with crayons, his small feet swinging under the chair. She hadn't planned it this way, but the babysitter had cancelled at the last minute. Elena couldn't leave him alone. So, she brought him along, hoping it wouldn't ruin everything. Dmitry arrived with a warm smile, his dark coat draped over one arm. He was tall, with keen eyes that crinkled at the corners when he lied. As he settled into his seat, he noticed Alexei right away. Elena felt a knot form in her stomach, the relatable worry that every single parent knows. Would this be too much? Would he see her not as a woman, but as a package deal with complications? She stirred her coffee slowly, the spoon clinking softly against the porcelain, creating a natural pause in the air. They talked easily at first. Dmitry shared stories of his travels, his voice calm and steady, like a river flowing over smooth stones. Elena listened, her fingers tracing the edge of her napkin. She spoke of her job as a teacher, the joy of shaping young minds, and the quiet evenings at home with Alexei. The conversation flowed gently, with pauses where they simply sipped their drinks, letting the moment breathe. But as the evening deepened, Elena knew she had to address it. She looked over at her son, who was now driving a picture of a rocket ship, his tongue poking out in concentration. Turning back to Dmitry, she spoke softly, her words measured for the slow pace of trot. "My son is here," she said, her voice steady but laced with vulnerability. "Is that a problem?" There was a pause, a natural, lingering one as Dmitry followed her gaze to Alexei. The cafe's soft jazz music played in the background, filling the space like a warm blanket. Elena braced herself for the gentle lead down, the polite excuse that she had heard before. Single motherhood was her reality, a relatable problem that often scared people away. She had built walls around her heart to protect it, and Alexei's, from disappointment. Dmitry leaned back slightly, his expression thoughtful. Then, a gentle twist unfolded. Instead of discomfort, his face softened further. He set down his cup with care, the ceramic touching the table without a sound. "A problem," he echoed, his tone warm, like sunlight breaking through clouds. "No, Elena, not at all," he paused, letting the words settle. "In fact, it is wonderful. I've always admired people who put family first. Tell them about him." Elena's breath caught, a quiet surprise washing over her. She hadn't expected this not from a man like Dmitry, whose life seemed so polished and free. But there was sincerity in his eyes, a depth that spoke of his own hidden stories. He shared, in a slow, reflective voice, how he had grown up without much family. Building his will to fill an emptiness. "Seeing you with your son," he said, "it reminds me of what truly matters." The atmosphere thickened with emotion, the cafe's dim lights casting gentle shadows on their faces. Alexei, sensing the moment, looked up and waved shyly. Dmitry waved back, then asked if he could join them. Elena nodded, her heart easing. The boy slid into the boot beside her, showing off his driving. Dmitry praised it genuinely, asking questions about the rocket's adventures. Later bubbled up softly, like bubbles in a stream, filling the space with warmth. As the evening wound down, They walked out together into the cool night air. The streets were quiet, leaves rustling underfoot in a slow dance. Dmitry offered his arm to Elena, and she took it, feeling a connection that was real and unhurried. Alexei skipped ahead a little, turning back with a grin. This isn't just about us, Dmitry said softly, pausing under a street lamp's glow. If we're going to see where this goes, it is about all three of us. Elena smiled, a deep sense of peace settling in her chest. It wasn't a fairy tale ending, but an emotionally grounded one built on honesty and quiet understanding. They parted with promises of another meeting, perhaps a park outing where Alexei could play. As she and her son walked home, hand in hand, the city felt a little less lonely. Life's problems didn't vanish, but in that gentle twist of acceptance, hope bloomed anew.